After you found out that your ex-partner betrayed you, you're going through the trifecta of suffering, which is pain, shame, and self-blame. And let me tell you something, my friend. You have nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing. Or to blame yourself for. And the pain that you're feeling is just a normal human reaction for loss. You just lost someone that you loved, that you were with, and you didn't even got a chance to say goodbye. This is very painful. In today's video, I am going to cover how to overcome cheating, pain, shame, and self-blame. Because it is a lot. It's a lot. I went through cheating myself, and of course, this is why I'm qualified to talk to you about this. I have a lot to share today. I actually have 10 points that I'm going to cover, and I promise you that by the end of this video, the pain, the shame, the blame, everything will subside. My hope is that the shame and the self-blame will go completely, yes. The pain is something that you're going to work on. The pain is something that time and work will help you to dissolve. This is just how it is. I wish I could have taken away the pain, but this is how it is, my friend. So allow me to introduce myself real quick. I'm Coach Goldman. I'm a relationship and breakup coach. I want to start this video by saying that grief after being cheated on is different than a grief after a breakup. It's completely different, because when you got cheated on, it's the ultimate form of betrayal. And when you just breaking up, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit easier. It's not easy, but it's a little bit easier, because in a breakup, sometimes there is talking about it. Sometimes there is understanding as to why. But with cheating, the bed is not even cold. And your ex-partner's heart is cold towards you. It's a lot to accept. It's a lot to take. Your self-confidence takes it. Everything happens all at once, and you go into freeze mode. You freeze completely. You don't even know what happened. It's the most painful pain one can ever endure during their lifetime. And if this is you, know one thing: you're going to be okay. I can promise you 100% you're going to be okay. If you don't believe me, watch my documentary. I documented my healing journey after my ex cheated on me. At the beginning, you're going to see at the beginning, I cried my eyes out. For a month, I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't believe my self-trust, self-worth, everything just went to shit. As time went by, I did the work. I understood the things that I'm going to share with you in today's video. And I'm okay. I'm completely okay. I never thought that I would be okay like this. And in my documentary, I even said, I don't know how I'm going to get through it. And I said, if I'm going to get through it, if and when I'm going to get through it, I know that I endured the most pain one can ever endure. And I know that I'm just unbreakable. Now, I know that I'm unbreakable. I was anxious, and my anxious attachment style just died with this old me. So let's dive in. Let's start with number one. I just really want you to start getting this information and start feeling the relief. Dealing with the pain and the shame after discovering that your ex-partner betrayed you, has cheated, is incredibly challenging. Yes. Here are some steps that can help you with just that. Number one, it's take responsibility. Don't take the blame. Remind yourself that your partner's decisions to cheat is not your fault. People cheat for a variety of mental issues, low self-esteem, and emotional immaturity. They just do. We cannot control what other people do. And it's crucial to understand that this is how they solve problems when facing challenges in life, and not you. You, my friend, stayed loyal. You, my friend, wanted to work this out. Your integrity stayed intact. You got to commend yourself and give yourself credit for that, because you're a beautiful person who stayed there. They didn't. Take this compliment and understand one more thing. When I said that you need to remind yourself that this is their decision and it's not your fault, and people do this for a variety of reasons, I want to talk a little bit more about why you feel that this is your fault. This is so common, so common to feel like it's my fault. I'm going to explain to you exactly why. First of all, you need to feel some kind of control. When they cheated, you lost complete control. So you need to take this control. Being angry and blaming yourself is taking control. You don't choose to be sad, but you choose to be angry. You see why? Now, what could have I done better is also normal, because your brain is trying to make sense. Trying to make sense of this, because it is an unresolved problem, and our brain constantly solving problems to optimize our survival rate. So you constantly think about what could have done better, and then you go to, I should have known. I should have known. That's the worst thing that you can say to yourself in this situation. Because should you? Could you? Would you, if you knew what you, there's so many variables. You couldn't know. You should have known. Just don't go in there. Don't go there. You shouldn't because you couldn't. This is what I'm always saying. You shouldn't because you couldn't. That's it. You didn't have the data. You didn't have the wisdom that you have now. You were blind. You were in love. You were intoxicated with this person. Maybe they led you on. Probably they led you on because they did cheat. And just don't blame yourself. Don't take the fault for it. And I say take responsibility, because when you understand that this is your responsibility and not your fault, that's the best way, the best place for you to be, because now when you take the responsibility, you take back your power. When you take back your power, you can work with it. But when you give the other person responsibility, you give them the power. And every time we blame somebody, or when we throw the responsibility on them and not taking full responsibility for ourselves, we give them the power with that. So you take back responsibility and you say to yourself, it was my responsibility, their fault. Now, and then you ask yourself, now what can I do? And then you start drawing conclusions. You say, what are the red flags that I've seen that I ignored or overlooked or wasn't aware of? This is number one. And then you said, what am I going to do next time to prevent that from happening? How can I work on my attachment style more? How can I work to better myself more? And this is exactly why I have courses for you guys exactly for that. You can check the link in the description below. The Rise of the Phoenix. It's a beautiful healing online coaching program that I've created exactly for you, especially for you, to heal, to grow, to do the work in a way that is both fun. I know it sounds like fun, but when you grow, when you start understanding things, just like you understand here in this video, it's fun because you are getting realizations and it's relieving. Maybe fun wasn't the right word, but it's relieving. Because you get the understanding and you're a little bit relieved. And then again, understanding, you're a little bit relieved. This is why you're watching these videos, you guys, because you need a relief. You need a mental relief. And it's so good because you have this breakup pain. And this breakup pain is breaking you, breaking you open. It's not breaking you down, it's breaking you open. And it gives room for light to come into your heart. Even though it's really painful, and I know this pain. I know this is why I can say this, because I know this pain. And the broken heart that you're feeling right now needs to be filled with this type of wisdom as to what happened, why, what can you do, what will you do next, how you will improve yourself, what you need to work on within you. There is a lot of things that you can do in order for you to actually grow through this experience, this life-changing experience. I'm not the same after this. I'm not the same. I'm much better, and I thank God, that she did what she did. I thank God, because once you will see some of more of the work that we are doing here, you will reach a point when you say to yourself, whew, I dodged the bullet. And I think this is the second one here, second or third one. You'll just feel that you'll just dodge the bullet, because you say, this person is very toxic. It's very, very dangerous person. Thank you that I don't need to deal with this ever. Let's go to number two. Allow yourself to grieve. Acknowledge that your feelings are valid and give yourself permission to feel the full range of emotions, including sadness, anger, confusion, and betrayal. It's important to process these emotions rather than suppress them, because emotions that are not being expressed and not being processed, they turn into depression. Unprocessed emotions cause depression. It's an underlying depression that you don't know how it hit you, but all of a sudden you feel boom. And so don't go with other people right now. Wait, let it sit. If you don't heal, you will hurt other people. And you already know, hurt people. This is why your ex did what they did. So don't be another one that hurt other people. Please don't do this. Do the work for yourself. Heal and then bless others with your presence. Because right now, it's hard for you to bless others with your presence. Right now, you just want to escape this pain. And you don't want to escape this pain with someone else and have them as the pain reliever, as the pain killer. Because eventually you'll hurt them. And you know that you will. So just don't do this. Don't perpetuate this type of behavior. I beg of you not to do this. Now I want you to give it time. Healing from betrayal takes time, and it's important to be patient with yourself. Allow yourself to move through the healing process at your own pace without rushing or forcing it. Here I want to give you a quote. I don't know who said it. I don't know if I'm the one who said it. I have no idea, but it's just a very good quote that really fits for this moment. Healing is not a race. Do it at your own pace. Do it at your own pace. Take the time. After betrayal, the thing is also that you want to speed up your process, is because they cheated on you. You feel like you lost. You see them happy with someone else, and you are in competition with them. Who can move faster? They won. They're already way ahead of you. They really won. They won the stupid race, quote unquote, but they lost. Because they will betray again. They didn't change. This relationship that they now have, this goes into shit. It's not based on truth or nothing. It's just based on flesh and nothing else. It's not going to work. Believe me, I know. My ex came back after 55 days crawling, and I said, whoa, you're not my type anymore. I didn't even want to engage too much in conversation because I didn't really care. The work that I've done raised me so high that when I looked at her, I actually needed to look down and said, I shall not go back to this again. Thank you so much. And at the beginning, all I wanted is to have her back. All I wanted is to do that. And it brings me to number 5 is vindictive intentions. And we're gonna talk about it. And you probably feel the same with vindictive intentions. Number 3 is gain understanding. It's so important. It will relieve so much of your pain. Educate yourself. Reading books or articles about infidelity and relationships can provide insights and help you understand that you're not alone in this experience. Knowledge can be empowering and aid your healing process. When you will understand how miserable your ex-partner was and will be, you will realize that you dodged the bullet, like I said, and you will be thankful that this person is no longer in your life. You gotta love yourself so much for this, that this person is no longer in your orbit. But you can get this understanding by doing the work, by understanding why people cheat. And I'm going to make a video on this too. I'm making content currently more about cheating and healing. And because I want you guys to understand it. And I know you already feel a little bit more relieved, right? Put it in the comment below relief, if you feel relieved, because I really want to know if it helps you and how it helps you, so I can put more of this stuff out for you guys. So yeah, you will hit a point when you will be happy that they're not in your life, and don't rush it. Don't rush it. Just take your time and make sure that you do the work in the meantime, that you do the work. Don't just sit there sobbing. Sob, but do the work as well. Number 4, rejection breeds obsession. So important to understand. So important, because cheating is the ultimate form of rejection in a relationship. Yeah, hence why I feel so strongly. They rejected you so badly that you didn't have time to even, you didn't have time to counter, you didn't have time to say anything. It was forced upon you. It was forced upon you. And I really hope that you don't even think about taking them back. I'm not even going to discuss that. It's disgusting. Don't even think about it. And if you think about it, understand that it comes from number 5, vindictive thoughts, vindictive intentions. You want to make them pay. You want to have them back, to get them back for what they did. And this is petty behavior. Hey, I'm not blaming you. You know what? It is petty behavior. I had that, admit. And I'm telling you this because I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to have this petty behavior. And I want you to understand that if you do, that is also okay. It will take time for you to go over this. So just understand, you might feel like this for a long time. You will hit a point when you will say to yourself, I don't even care anymore. That's a good spot. Because as long as you want to get them back, not just to have them in your life, just to make them suffer, or you want them to come back and you say, no, motherfucker. That's the best. I'm not going to lie to you. That's the best feeling, but I gave that up. And you can see on my documentary, I think it was day 40, I just said, I'm moving on. I don't care. And 15 days later, she said she want to come back. And I wanted to tell you this, you guys, because once I let go completely, it happened. And I don't want you to let go completely just for this to happen. I want you to let go completely because you're worthy of so much more than that. This person is worth nothing. Nothing. Number 6 is rebuild trust in yourself and in others. The only way that you can rebuild trust in yourself and in others is to understand, first of all, you don't blame yourself and it's not shameful. Whatever other people do, it's not out of your control. To start trust yourself more, say to yourself things like, now I know better. Now this thing shall not pass. This kind of behavior I will not tolerate. And I remember dating a girl after my ex cheated on me, and she was zigzagging just a bit. The smallest hint that I saw, small, and it was so minute. It wasn't a huge thing. It's not like she's going to cheat on me. We weren't even a thing. But when I noticed a behavior that raised my alarms, I told her, listen, I don't take this kind of behavior. She was just talking to a dude and they took off their phone. I don't know if they took each other's Instagram or whatever. And I said, this behavior is not going to work for me at all. And she said, no, it's just, business or something. I said, I don't care. You're with me. This is not going to fly. And understand that it was the last time that it happened. If I see any kind of behavior like this, it's over. I ended it not long after because I said, I saw a little bit, just a tiny bit, but it was enough for me to understand that this is a person it's a risk. And I'm not risking my heart ever again. Ever again. I got burned many times. The last time was too painful for me to go back to this. So now I trust others and trust myself. And I say to people, I will trust you until you give me a reason not to. Once there is a reason that that I don't need to trust you, it will ring my alarm bell. I'm going to put much more attention, closer attention to you. If I see another tiny fuck up, I'm out. I respect myself way more than that. And if you don't see me and you don't respect me, I'm not going to be here. Simple as that. Just respect yourself. Number 7, rebuild your self-esteem. Cheating severely impact your self-esteem. Engage in positive affirmations. Reflect on your strengths and quality. Make a list of your strengths and qualities. And remember that your worth is not defined by your partner's actions, but by yours. Your actions will determine your self-worth and your self-esteem. And when I got cheated on, I just went to the gym every day, worked out, ate right because I dropped a lot of weight. I started seeing my abs. I loved it. So I leaned in more into bettering myself, reading, writing, doing my documentary. I wrote a book, Broken Heart, Stronger Soul. I wrote a book while I was on my breakup. I did all of these things to boost my self-esteem. I loved myself every day that I said, wow, you're so awesome for doing this for yourself. You're so awesome. And I did things for me and not to me. I didn't eat shit. I didn't drink, smoke, or did anything to distract me from this pain. I felt it and I felt it completely. And this is what healed me. My pain was my greatest teacher. She was my greatest teacher. I reframed also the way that I thought about her. I said, she's not my ex-partner. She didn't cheat on me. She is my coach. She was my teacher. She taught me valuable lessons in life. And I leave it at that. Once you reframe it, it takes a different, you see it from a different perspective, and it helps alleviate a lot of the pain. And this is something that I also teach much more extensively in my program, The Rise of the Phoenix, how to overcome and reframe, change the narrative. Because once you change the narrative, it's when you look at things differently, or like Dr. Wayne Dyer said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, which is absolutely true. Number 8, forgive, but don't forget. Forgiveness is the final part of your healing, but it doesn't mean that you have to forget or reconcile with your partner. Don't. Forgive is about letting go of the burden of anger and the pain, not condoning the behavior. And I want you to forgive yourself, forgive them. The way that you can forgive them is it's simple. It's not easy. It's simple. But I want you to try it. Just say to yourself, when was the time where I fucked up? Maybe you didn't cheat, but when was the time you fucked up? And you wanted someone else's apology. Recall a time in your life when you fucked up and you wanted someone else's just to accept your apology. And say to yourself, you go to this person and you say, I'm sorry. How do you want them to react? You want them to say, I forgive you. Just imagine that they say, I forgive you. Now when they say, I forgive you, you feel better, right? Now I want you to take this feeling and extend this feeling to your ex. Maybe you cannot do this now, I understand. But maybe you can revisit this idea later and do try to forgive them for you. Forgive them for you, not for them. Their behavior is unexcusable, unforgivable. But forgive, because if you don't forgive, the only one who holds the poison, the pain, is you, not them. They moved on. They don't care. Maybe they care, but who fucking cares if they care? They did what they did. You don't need to live with the consequences of other people's behaviors. You got the control and you can control it. Number 9, focus on self-care. Engage in activities that nurture your body and mind. These include exercise, hobbies, meditation, or anything that brings you joy and relaxation. Taking care of your physically and mentally is crucial during these times. You have to. You just have to. What else? Just sit there and what? Sit there and what? And I'm telling you this because I know that sometimes I'm not easy on people. And I tell you, just get the fuck up. Just, sometimes I'm not easy. You know why? Because I'm not easy on myself. I wasn't easy on myself too. You think that during sobbing and sleepless night, I felt good holding my phone and starting to record myself cry to document my journey or write the book It wasn't easy for me either. But I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to be the winner of this breakup. I'm going to win so big. So big. And this is my revenge. Success is the greatest revenge. And I at the beginning wanted a revenge. And now I just don't want revenge. Now I just pray for her. God bless her heart. I hope she's doing well. Why? Because this is what I have in me. When you have anger towards others, the only anger that you really have is towards yourself, because you are the one who holds the anger. And I said, fuck this. I'm not going to hold the anger for who? For her? No, I'm going to hold love, and everything that I will release is love. And this is why I want you to do this work, to be able to release love and not release anything other than that. Number 10, talk about it. Share your feelings with trusted friends, family member, or therapist. And just make sure that if you talk to your family, don't take advice from them. Just don't take advice. If they're not professional healthcare professionals, therapist or a coach, don't take advice from them, because they don't know. They got your best interest at heart, but they don't know how to deal with this. So just take what they say. Just don't ask for advice. Just tell them, I just need you to hold space for me. Expressing your emotions and getting support from others can provide and help you gain another perspective. Yeah. And this is why when you talk to me, when you go into professional, I'm not just giving you a different perspective. I'm giving you a game plan, a healing plan on how to heal your heart and conquer this breakup and become the best version of yourself. So we take all of this breakup pain and we alchemize it into something absolutely beautiful that will take out all the best in you instead of all the not best in you. Last but not least, remember, healing is a personal journey. Take it one day at a time, and don't hesitate to seek support when you need it. So if you need me, my friend, of course I'm here for you. This is why I started this channel. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I know how it feels. But I also know how it feels on the other side. And the other side is different. Here, now, it's beautiful. I couldn't believe that I would be so happy. But it takes time, it takes work, and I'm here to help you just with that. I love you guys, and I will see you again in the next video. Adios.